What's up, John Lavido here, shirtless once again because hey, it's Thailand and it is hot as fuck. Now, pretty smoky here too actually. I'm not even going outside, but usually there's a mountain there. You can't really see the mountain right now. Anyway, developments on this spiritual coaching thing and how that plays into the music. So I've been putting together the spiritual coaching program that I think I mentioned already. And what it's given me though is given me some really cool ideas for how to play some of this music stuff. What I want to help people do with the coaching is I've been going through sort of my own shift, my own journey over the last few years of it sounds a bit cheesy, but getting in touch with my emotions, my feelings. You know, we're so scared of these things that we have, and we spend our whole lives running from them, which I can go into more detail later. And but anyway, this creates a lot of problems, right? Like if we feel insecure, we go and work a job, so we make a lot of money, so it makes us feel less insecure, and then we realize 20 years time, we're like, I didn't actually give a shit about that, like deep down, you know. Or if you're lonely, instead of actually facing the loneliness that you've got, you go and find someone who can make you feel less lonely. But then one day, 10 years from now, after you got married and you got kids, they say something, or they do something, or something happens that triggers that loneliness once again, and you're a wreck, and then you have to get divorced, and I don't know, you just go off the wagon, go crazy. So what I've been finding is that in my own life, and I think in the lives of the people I've met and talked to about this, learning to manage and even master your emotions is a huge thing. Now, so when we go to like a music festival, this is where it goes into music. When we go to music, we want music because it gives us this spiritual upliftment. It gives us this feeling, this sense of being part of something bigger than ourselves, and especially at a festival, that's what it's about, right? And you're not going there just to sit in a little room on your own and listen to music. Part of the appeal of a festival and live music is that you're there with everyone else. There is this community, definitely a community, and almost like everything is one. And now, I don't think it's a coincidence that a lot of people would say that in music. You know, it all becomes one, and the voice drops away and whatever. I don't think it's a coincidence that that's very similar to, say, Buddhism and spirituality, where we're talking about when you can let go of yourself, you actually start to feel this sense of oneness with life. And so the message that I want to take from the coaching is what I want to. That's what I'm going to do with this business stuff. But I think you could apply that to the music, and I can see myself creating songs that play on this idea. So instead of writing a song about a messy breakup or something like that, with a very negative slant, I would rather write a song that, like I wrote down an idea this morning called, I don't want to look it up, but the song, what was the song called? Something like, what if it could be different? You know, we often have these things, we can get a bit negative about our own lives, about the way things are going. Sometimes we start to beat ourselves up. And you know, what about a song, for example? This is just an idea at this stage, no lyrics or anything, but something that takes you on a journey of, you know, sometimes life is really hard. You know, that's how it would start out, right? Like sometimes life's hard. You don't get what you want. Things happen. You lose money. You lose friends. People say shit about you. Whatever it is, right? We sort of paint this picture of that's how a lot of us. Well, that's how everyone lives. We all have bad things happen to us. But what if it could be better? You know, what if instead of these things derailing you and really making your life miserable, what if you could rise above those things? What if you could be stronger? What if you could tap into some kind of deep inner power that gave you this incredible sense of confidence that you were going to be fine no matter what? Right? We're talking about sort of almost a spiritual sense of confidence, this sense that you were going to be fine. No matter what happens, you're going to be absolutely fine. It doesn't matter what anyone says about you. It doesn't matter what happens to you. There is just this sense of power. And I think every one of us has felt this at different times. Right? Maybe you feel it when you're in the middle of a mosh pit at a festival, for example, or maybe you feel it when you're meditating, however it is. But we all feel this, and we're all chasing this feeling. The problem with going and chasing cars or money or things like that is that the feeling that we get from that is very short lived, right? We buy a car, we feel good for 2 weeks, and then it's just a car. It's just a way to get from A to B, to an extent, right? And so I think we can do with a song like this is play with this idea, and the idea being someone's going to listen to this, and number one, they're going to feel understood because it's talking about life is hard sometimes, right? But then it paints this newer picture of it doesn't have to be like that. Like you can actually grow beyond that. You can be stronger. You have a deep, incredible power within you. And and this song, when you start talking about this power, people start to tap into it, right? And so that's what I think that's the direction I think I'm going in, both with my business, because that's what I'm basically going to be helping people do with this coaching. And also, to me, that gives me a really, to me, that just feels good with the music. Imagine going to a festival and having more songs like that. So instead of being just aggressive or negative, you went in there and you the music had this effect where it lifted you up and it made you feel powerful and strong. And loving. So not just powerful like you don't give a fuck about anyone, but powerful in the sense that you are so strong and so powerful that you have the capacity to love at the same time, right? A lot of times violent behavior and things like that comes from fear, right? But if you truly have a sense of your own power, you don't need to be mean or be violent or be any of these things, right? Because you just have this sense of completion and peace within yourself. So anyway, that's what's on my mind right now. I'm still doing the coaching. Don't have any songs in the works right now. There is one I'm about to release, but I'm just posting these vlogs. So one day we can look back on it and see where that journey went. So that's it. That's me, John Lavido. Yeah, got a song coming out. I love that. Next few weeks, I'll just send out some labels on Friday, I think, and we'll see where that goes. So thanks for watching. And if you have any questions or any comments on the whole spiritual, coaching, emotional, whatever stuff, or what you think about that song idea, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.